Hi, everybody. Welcome to, well, we're on the FTB Infinity server, but we're not doing FTB Infinity right now. Yeah, just a channel update, really, for me to have a quick chat with you guys, because there's a few things going on in my life which are, well, less than ideal, shall we say, which are having not a vast impact on me, but, well, not having a vast impact on the channel, but potentially a vast impact on me. While we're doing this, I'm just going to also be processing these seeds up to find out what we've got. So, first things first, live streams. The more observant amongst you will have spotted that I really should make myself a trash can, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. Hang on a second. Yeah, we'll have spotted that I haven't done a live stream since I got back from Egypt. So we're on week 2 since I got back from Egypt. Still haven't done a live stream, and there is a good reason for this. We get different colours. Oh, that's okay. So we've just done that stone, smooth stone thing, and a chest. Okay. Yeah, there is a good reason. It's a very good reason. So let's set the Wayback Machine, and we'll get Sherman to set the Wayback Machine because that's the way it goes. To about a week and a half, 2 weeks before I went to Egypt. So that would be Tuesday. What time did I go? I went on the 1st of May, so probably 25th, 24th, 23rd of April of this year. And I woke up on the Saturday night about 3 in the morning with the most horrendous chest pains. I literally thought I was dying. It was that bad. It was a really unpleasant, nasty sensation. So yeah, I had these horrendous chest pains, as I say, and consequently, I was, well, let's face facts. I was more than a little bit scared. I think that's probably fair and understandable comment there. And I considered, for what I very seriously considered, ringing an ambulance. Because my wife suffers from chest angina and everything, and so I recognised the symptoms, and consequently, because I recognised the symptoms, I decided to go and try some of my wife's GTN spray, which, for those of you who don't follow the ins and outs of chest pains and coronary disease and angina and all of these wonderful things. Angina is pain in the chest you get due to a constriction of the coronary arteries, which actually feed blood to the heart, which causes your heart to effectively get cramp. For want of a better word, it's muscle cramps, but obviously in a very important muscle. And it basically put the fear of God into me. It was horrendous. So I didn't make a big fuss about it. Just very British, stiff upper lip old chap and all that. Just booked an appointment with the doctors and went to see them, and they agreed that it was most likely angina, which is a bit of a kick in the face for someone who quit smoking just over 4 months ago. I mean, I know it's my own fault. I was the one who picked the smoking. I knew what I was doing. I can't blame anybody other than myself. But like I say, I quit smoking, and to 4.5 months later get get these severe chest pains was not good, shall we say. I think that's probably the understatement of the year, but yeah, that kind of sums it up, or sums up my thoughts on this anyway, shall we say. 6, 7, 6. That one's the good one. So anyway, let's set the Wayback Machine a little bit forward of that day. So I went to see the doctor, and the doctor, as I say, agreed that it was most likely angina. They also recommended that I did not go to Egypt. Now, I'm 47. I am technically a grumpy old git of a man. I am, and I went, yeah, right, that's not happening. What do you think I'm going to be doing out there? I'm going to be lying around in the sun doing very little of anything. But they'd also prescribed me GTN, put me on aspirin. I went to see the nurse. The nurse has also decided that it's not decided. I have got high blood pressure. I've always had high blood pressure. But yeah, so they said that. So yeah, I went on holiday anyway, because I'm not bloody giving up my holiday for nothing. Nothing stopping me doing that. So it has been a little bit of fun now. I've got an appointment at the cardiac clinic in, what date we at? 20 days from now. That's the urgent cardiac clinic, by the way. The NHS's definition of urgent is nothing short of miraculous, shall we say. So yeah, that was kind of pretty crap news to start off with. So anyway, I've got back, and I've not been ill. I've not kind of been, oh god, I didn't want that. I've not been sat here things. It's probably fair to say that I've been feeling a little bit sorry for myself. I am more tired than usual. I have noticed that since I got back, and consequently I'm finding that. And today, for example, when I'm putting this out, I've had a Windows 10 training course all day, which was meh. Yeah, it wasn't the most gripping of days, sitting death by PowerPoint. So I'm quite tired on top of all of that, and hence why I really just do not feel in the mood to do a live stream. So that is where I am health-wise at the moment. Things not brilliant, still recording. It's an interesting thing, but people, there's a kind of a mixed bag of tricks with recording and live streaming. When you are recording, it is a bit more intensive because you're doing more jump cuts. You're having to think about what you're doing. You're planning your recording sessions to get the best. Which one? That one. We'll keep that one. Get a session which is a recording which is roughly 30 minutes long or so, and also is planned and to some degree is worked out. So yeah, recording can be a little bit more stressful in the planning and execution. 6673 66, but it has got a lot of advantages in that you can be recording away, and if you suddenly feel like a break, you can go and have one, because it doesn't really matter. Red lip seed, there you go. Give me some rhubarb as well, and some rutabaga. We'll go with that. This is all stuff I've picked up when I've been out in the world, so I just want to process this up. So yeah, it can be a little bit harder in the simple execution of things, but on the flip side of it, it means you can take a break easy. You want to do something. Now, streaming, of course, is an entirely different ball game, because you're basically in front of that camera for I'm going to go with that one. I think, yeah, you're in front of the camera for 2 hours, and you can't sit there and go, oh, this is a boring bit, we'll be back in a moment, because they don't work like that. and consequently, yeah, it can be, streaming is sometimes a little bit harder in just the execution, shall we say, than just plain recording. So yeah, so that's one of the reasons I just haven't streamed. I just really haven't felt like I've got the energy, and you know, still coming to terms with it a little bit, being a little bit annoyed with the world for this this affliction that I have been, you know, afflicted with. As I say, it's not the world's fault, it's my fault. I was the idiot who decided to smoke for probably the bulk of my life, and even though I've quit at this point, you know, it happens. So there's that going along. So in terms of other things going on, go there. Yeah, back obviously. I'll take those. The routine is back. We are here, and artichoke water, chestnut. Okay, winter squash. Right, that should be everything that is seed related in there, which is good. Yeah, so we're back to our routine. We are doing the same. Oh god, that's a much better one, isn't it? Same thing. We're going to have like things. Scion, the mini series will end after the next. I think you've seen the penultimate one. So yeah, that will end after probably the next episode. I think the next episode will be the last episode. Getting a few more players on the server here, so there's a few people asked to be included, and if anybody else wants to join us, you know, just drop me a message, say I'd like to play, give me your in-game name, and we'll sort something out. That's not a problem. The more the merrier. And obviously other players have more or less, like, you know, the Neil has more or less completed Infinity FTB Infinity Evolved, so you're not seeing a lot of Neil on now. And what else? Life in the Woods goes strong. Thaumaturge is going okay. That's a lot of the mods now I've moved over to 1.9. Well, I'm waiting for everything to come to 1.9.4 and for Forge to stabilize out on that particular version. So at the moment we are the Forge itself is only an alpha one, for only, you know, there's no recommended release for 1.9.4 yet. The big stopping point for any upgrade in that area, what we've got going on here, is simply the lack of Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft has not upgraded yet. Asnor has posted on the Thaumcraft. What are you doing in there? Okay. On the Thaumcraft Minecraft forum post that he's having difficulties with the conversion, and yeah, so that is, for the time being, going to have to stick on 1.8.9, even though it's getting closer and closer to being complete. Now, I am not going to add any more mods to that until we're in a position to upgrade and go with the full you know, 1.9.4 upgrade, and then hope and pray that we can convert the world over without losing too much. If we lose a little bit, I'll live. It's not the end of the world. Well, it is the end of the world, but it's not the end of this world. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so that's where we are at the moment. I will hopefully get back into streaming in the next week or two, once work has settled down and I've managed to get a little bit more order and accustomedness in my life. But I do apologise for the lack of live streams, and hopefully you all understand. You know, it's a little bit worrying, and changes going on in life, but at the end of the day, I can keep the recording coming. The streaming is a little bit more time consuming in effort for a single session for me at the moment, and if I'm tired from work and everything, then you know, you really don't want me going, I'm tired. oh sorry what were we doing? That's just not, well, you probably find it hilarious actually, but yeah, so I think that's probably it for this little update, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.